Hello, thank you for your time and consideration for my project proposal. I've titled this The Goals to Glory Through Earning Badges and Own Your Success. So, this is currently a new record or application, currently does not exist, although professional development does exist and we do continue to gain education and learn skills. The type of education of micro credentials and badging is currently new to our consideration. So, my description is between the three, I chose the software for micro credentials and badges. As it says, as the demand grows, obviously our skill-based learning options grow along with the need for additional skills. So I currently chose to take on the idea of finding a software for micro credentials and badges. Not only did I want to find a software that could help the idea of creating this credentials or educational or further education, professional development, and badge system, but I also wanted it to be able to house the information, be able to not only to, like I said, to house the credentials, but to be able to create our own particular badges or create our own set of skills that we were wanting to learn. As the world continues to progress, as we know, technology is a never-ending learning. We are constantly trying to play keep up. We're constantly trying to learn new skills, and technology is ever evolving. So the idea of having a system that not only managed your credentials and your badge system, but also you had the ability to create new ones, or you had the ability to design not only new badges, but the actual learning that involved them was a high priority personally. Specifically in this particular scenario, some of the programs within the university are trying to encourage student participation and that self-motivation for seeking not only new skills, but continuing their education and developing a deeper understanding of skills, and then rewarding those students or professionals for taking the initiative to learn and study and seek those new skills. So the idea of the badge/micro credentials is my forefront. I personally chose to work with the software, or my proposal is to work with the software Credly. This system, from their website, not only can you create, manage, and monitor the credentials, but you can, it also, like I said, you can analyze the credentials along with how long it's taking people to be on there, how long it takes them to get through it, how often they're on the program while they're learning. So this is also considered one of the top-notch securities for data and product. So not only will it provide all these particular assets of creating and managing, but it will also protect the data that is earned, and obviously that is a ethical consideration as well. So This will holistically take care of everything, not only on the creating, but like I said, the managing and providing the actual badges as well. My timeline that I chose was a year-long implementation. That is from start to finish, from creating the project, the team, and evaluating the program to making adjustments and improvements and seeing whether or not it is beneficial and if educators are using it and if it has been worth the investment. So I have it broken down as to every few months whether we will design the framework, workflows into making sure all employees have set goals and that they're obtainable. We consider them, or we in my current field consider those SMART goals, which is specific, monitorable, applicable or obtainable, realistic, and timely. So we would want employees to set a SMART goal on what they would like to learn, along with what they potentially have to learn, such as your yearly professional development hours and so forth. Then month 6 to 9, we continue to assess employee progress along the way, gathering feedback and evaluations from not only the ones who are partaking in the learning, but also the ones who are running it and the administration side of it, and then analyze that data gathered from the past 6 months as if from implementation to the current. So not so much during the designing part of it, but actually when the employees have set their goals and are working towards them. And then, of course, at the end of it would be making any improvements or adjustments, and then deciding if employees were reaching those goals or if different goals need to be set. If we are continuing to use this particular software, then do we need to add credentials? Do we need to add skills or adjust the skills that are currently created in the system? This project's benefits is obviously going to manage data, and it is for our faculty and administrative staff. And then alternatives is to continue currently with what we are doing, which is just providing professional development through our departments, or to look for a different implementation of a badge system with the idea of a micro learning along with it. Potentially, our project could cost anywhere from $2,500 per year to up to $20,000 per year. That will solely depend on how many badges we are trying to accredit and how many employees that we are going to implement this with. If we start with a particular department to see, depending on our budget, we could start with a smaller department and then we could either add to our badges or add to our or we could add to our stakeholders, meaning we could bring in more people, we could bring in a larger group of professionals, we could bring in another department to take on this implementation. So again, it could start and be very small with just 500 badges, or we could go up to 10,000 badges, which would cost us $20,000 per year. And then I believe the rest of this is supposed to be left blank. If not, Again, the cost is going to depend on what badge system or how many we plan to implement. I personally believe this could be a very high benefit depending on the amount of buy-in you have from the stakeholders. And then I'm not 100% sure on the rest of this, but like I said, that is my technology analysis for a software for micro credentials and badges.